You know how I know, right? Because after the 28th button that is pressed,
Yeah.
I know that I think we're live. I know that I think we're live.
You know that you know.
I know what I know. Dream Team.
Yeah.
The Dream Team.
The Dream Team, yes.
Yeah, look at us. A little off topic, a little off time, but look at us. We're ready to go. It's the handsome devils there, the Doodoo and Foo Show. I'm one of your co-hosts, Dan Doodoo Savage.
I am Mike Crisafulli Foo.
Foo and Doodoo, or as Coach Lee likes to call us, the Doofy and Foofy, or
Foo and Doofy.
Foo and Doodoo and Dookie, and he's got all the jokes. That
Yeah,
Coach
Coach
Lee's got
Lee.
all the jokes, right? So as we talked about last week, we're in a new set. We got a little.
Yeah.
Ready? Let's pause. Ready? Can you guys hear that? New office. The gym is right there. You're going to hear the horn sound all the time. It gets pretty loud in here. We'll see how much the mics pick up. But yeah, we're here at the new office, starting to take shape. Added the 3 posters down there this week, and yeah, we are. What's today? The
8th.
of August. The 8th of August. We're going a little bit later than normal. We'll get into that a little bit later. But what's up? How's the week?
That was good.
Yeah.
Good week. Yeah, work was good.
Still hot?
Very.
Still hot?
Yes, it is.
I don't think summer's ever going to end. This is this has been a brutal one.
Yeah, we still got the rest of this month. It's going to be hot. It's
Yeah.
going to be hot into September.
Yeah. And North Las Vegas has no mercy.
No,
It's just
no.
like 6, 7, 8 degrees warmer.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, we just finished some grub. Why don't you tell them what we had this week?
Voodoo chicken wings. First time I had them. It was good.
Yeah, no,
I was
good,
impressed, yeah.
Good call on the naked wings, no
Yeah.
sauce, no nothing, because then you can kind of make it a spicier. Not really good wings.
Yeah.
And my fried pickles.
Fried pickles,
Love
yeah.
fried pickles.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
something
Had to
new
pick
in my
those up.
life, probably like 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
ago. And then the fries, what did you say they
Fries were good,
Fries
like
were called
midstream or something, pickles or something like that.
no, the fries. Like, what's the cut?
Or the fries, yeah, some
Oh, it was-
mid steam or something.
Yeah, odd
Fries or
shape, odd
something.
cut.
Yeah, like they were wavy.
And just like Cane's, they were in the styrofoam, so they came a little soggy. We
Yeah.
Bang! Hit them in the air fryer.
Yep.
Bring them right back to life.
Perfect. It was good.
Right
Yeah,
back to life.
absolutely.
Yeah, so here we are, episode 20.
2-0.
20. Hit me with some
Oh,
I mean, 20s.
Barry Sanders, right?
Barry Sanders, one of my favorite.
Who,
might be my favorite football player of all time.
Billy Sims preceded him. He was number 20, both for the Lions,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Cal Ripken.
Brian Shaw.
Hey, man, Brian Shaw, no Sherman Douglas and Ray Allen
Sherman
for
Douglas,
the
Ray
for the
Allen.
Celtics. My guy Joe Morris for the Giants.
Morris. Yep.
Frank Robinson. No, yeah, it was Frank Robinson number 20.
20, number 20.
Lou Brock.
Lou Brock. Yeah.
Mike Schmidt.
Definitely a lot of Schmidt. There's definitely a lot more.
There's a lot of 20s out
A lot
there.
of 20s.
Yeah.
Sherm Douglas came to mind when I
Yeah.
was thinking about it the other day. I didn't remember Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Jeez, I want to say Brian Shaw when he was
He
with the
may
Celtics.
have. He may have one.
I have to
20
look that
also.
up post game.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 20. Holy smokes, 20 weeks in a row
20
too.
weeks in a row. I think your guy, sticking with the Celtics real quick, I think your guy Gordon Hayward, too. We just talked about him
Gordon,
last week.
yeah, just retired. Yeah, he
Yeah.
might have been 22. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 20 is a pretty common number
Yeah.
because for so many years, and especially in basketball, you had to have 5 or under or 5 or and under,
Yeah.
so that the refs could call number 2-0. They couldn't do
Right.
But now those rules have changed. They've actually
Yeah.
changed in college too, where we can get kind of creative with the numbers. But
Yeah.
we're going to stay old school and keep it within that realm.
There we go.
But yeah, show number 20. Busy day here on campus. Like I said, we got the girls in there with an open gym, and we just had our 3-hour. Actually, it ended up being about 2.5 hour our athlete orientation. So all athletes returning and new meet in one of the big lecture halls, and they have different groups come in,
Yeah.
whether it's our like tutoring services, our CAPS program, which is psychological, if they need any type of therapy or talk to somebody. Title IX people came in. Of course,
nice.
we talked to them about social media and the standards, and we talked to them about grades and sportsmanship and the whole nine. So
Good.
it's one of the few, like, other than basketball, one of the few mandatory days, and all of our girls showed up and
Good.
were there on time and represented and paid attention, and important stuff that they got to learn too. So
Very good.
So we had to push this back a little bit,
Yeah.
but look at
Perfect.
us.
Yeah, it's
Who's
fine.
better than us?
This was perfect. Yeah. Absolutely.
20 shows in a row.
Episodes. Yep. Go figure.
So obviously, There's been a lot happening with the Olympics.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, forget about. We're not even going to talk about today yet. We're going to talk about today, just not yet. How much have you been able to watch, like track and field, or?
A little bit, not all of it, of course. But when I'm at work, I got it on TV. We have all the channels.
Yeah.
It's on. I don't know. It's on 4 or 5 networks
Yeah.
at one time or another. So I have it on at work. Watch it when I get home a little bit. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timing of it's a little weird. Same thing in the morning. I get quite a bit of it
Yeah.
here. And, man, some of the track stuff has just been, I don't know if you've seen some of these little comebacks, fourth
Yeah.
place, sprinting to first.
It's been awesome.
And it's been mostly Americans doing that comeback.
Yeah.
But the sprinter Lyles, right?
Yeah.
Won the 100
Yes.
by the lean. And
That was awesome.
I mean,
That was
unbelievable.
great, man.
Unbelievable,
Fantastic.
right? Did you see what he did today?
I did. I did catch that. Yes.
Got the bronze
Got the bronze
with COVID.
with COVID. He's even watching it live and watching him run it. I'm saying to myself, he's struggling.
Yeah, I didn't see it live.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen the replay. I just
Yeah.
saw test positive for COVID after winning a bronze.
Winning a bronze. You know, they say he's a slow starter, but he always wins by coming from behind and picking it up. But he never picked it up. He grimaced a little bit running.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't look the same. But
Yeah.
you know, and then I guess it was revealed after he goes into the back with assistance, you know, and his mother goes back there, and then his mother revealed, yes, he was tested
So was he
tested
positive
for COVID
before?
for 2 days, 2 days ago.
no way.
And it was his choice to run, and obviously he ran.
So that's not a medical thing now at this point. It's up to you.
I guess not. The way they
That's
made it
shocking.
sound
Maybe 'cause
is,
it's an outdoor thing. That's
I don't know.
mind-boggling.
They didn't really elaborate on it either. They said it was his choice to run, so he ran.
so he won a gold in the 100
In the 100.
with COVID.
And the 200 is what he really likes
The
to run, is
bronze,
what
yeah,
they say,
that's
which
his-
he got
that's
the
his-
bronze,
wow.
and the other kid got the
Holy
got
smokes.
the silver for the
Yeah.
U.S.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've had fun. It's pretty interesting now. Like some of the traditional sports, like beach volleyball, we have no medals at all.
Yeah,
we used
I know,
to
yeah.
dominate.
Yes.
And Cameroon knocked out our men's team. Yeah, knocked out
Yeah, I
our
missed
last
that.
men's team. It was
Okay.
Cameroon, I think. Man, these teams, this is beach volleyball, but some of these traditional sports where the United States just crush everybody, we didn't even medal.
Yeah,
Men
right.
or women beach volleyball, which
Yeah.
is pretty crazy. I know women's volleyball won today, so they're playing for the gold medal tomorrow. I know
Yes.
that. I don't know what happened. I had to leave. Geez, did you know what happened with the American water polo women's? It went to a shootout.
I don't believe they won.
Okay, because it was them in Australia. I think it was 9-9.
Yeah, I
at the end of
believe
regulation.
Australia won that.
And then they went
Yes.
to a shootout. Oh, that's too bad. So
Yeah.
they still have the opportunity to medal the bronze medal game. And then here we go.
Go ahead.
The basketball. Holy smokes. And
Yes.
we just talked a little bit before we got on camera. You know, I don't want to be right, but
Right.
you know, I changed my prediction that they'll lose one somewhere along the way. And I don't know if you remember, but I said I was hoping it's kind of pool play so it doesn't knock them out.
Right.
But today they were tested.
Oh, they were tested big time.
And,
no doubt about it.
And Jokic was out there, and who's the guard, the NBA guard?
Bogdanovich or something.
Bogdanovich. Oh man,
Right,
he was on
that guy was
fire.
going off. I forget the lefty's name. He was going off.
Yeah.
Hey, they came to play.
Every time I
and they
looked down,
played, yeah.
they were making shooting a deep three off balance, and it was going in.
yeah. They were. Yeah, that first half was ridiculous. for them,
Luckily
yeah.
for the United States, they have Steph Curry.
right off.
was just-
Steph finally had a good game.
I mean, a game.
What a better time than today to have a good game, and
Yep.
it needed him, and yeah.
Needed him. We talked. Embiid had like a 4-minute run
Yeah.
of just pure
Yep.
passion and
Yeah, that was
will to
solid.
win. And of course, LeBron had a couple nice plays.
Yeah.
And,
KD.
KD had some
Yeah.
clutch buckets.
Durant
Actually,
was solid.
Booker had a pretty big bucket
Yeah,
late in the game too.
He
Had a
put
three.
Booker in at the late in
Yeah.
the game, right? And big three, like you says. Yep.
Yeah.
Durant again hit a big shot. Well, yeah.
So again, I think it's so funny everywhere I go, just because I'm a basketball guy and everybody knows it. I was in Smith's grocery store today.
Okay.
I ended up having a conversation with 5 people, 4 of them I don't know. One guy, Gilbert, who works there. We always talk basketball. He's a Lakers fan. You hear that?
There's the horn.
There's the horn.
It's a wrap.
He calls all of his buddies working over, like, oh, Coach Savage is here. Let's get his opinion. This team or the dream team? And we start talking about it and can't really compare them, blah, blah, blah. And then we're talking about, how tough it is for this American team. It's not going to get easier for the Americans.
No.
they still have an abundance of talent, and it's still, I don't know what it is, why they don't win these big games. What is it? Like, why aren't they 20-point winners with who they have?
We said it a few weeks ago that all these other countries are getting better.
Sure.
Their talent's better. There's a lot of NBA guys in the Olympics now outside of the U.S. I don't know. Is it really the best of the best in the NBA in this Olympics? They haven't always done that.
Of Americans, it's pretty close.
I mean, for Americans, right? For the U.S., I don't know. Maybe talent's caught up to them. I don't know.
But you still have Steph and KD and LeBron and AD and like Embiid, who could have played for Cameroon or France, decided to play for the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, go down the list, and you got somebody like Jason Tatum who didn't check in again.
No, I know.
I mean, and there's, it is what it is. Of course, I'm a Boston guy, right? But what the heck, Steve Kerr?
He might have to play him next game. What do you think?
I mean, I don't understand it. Like, there's some. I'm happy that Derek White's getting minutes, and he was okay today. Drew Holiday had some clutch defensive plays, and of course a nice couple bats. Drew Holiday is one of the best guards in the NBA.
Especially defensively too.
Match him up against anybody. He's a two-way player. He's tough. But how is Jason Tatum not playing? Like, I don't want to hear about matchups. It's just it's Serbia, and it's
they looked a little out of whack a little bit today too.
Yeah,
but.
I don't know. I can't put my thumb on it, but we both agreed. Clearly, I want the U.S. to win.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I want them to win gold. I want them to go undefeated, and I want them to beat everybody by 40. I also know as a coach that you're not always going to beat everybody.
Right.
You're not always going to win by 40.
Right.
And some games are going to be close. Listen, Jokic is arguably the best player in the world.
Yeah, he's
just
a good ball
arguably.
player.
There's
Absolutely.
an argument to be had.
Tough guard.
Yeah, he's so crafty, and he's so unselfish, and all the things, right? But I just feel like I don't know what it is. I don't know. Is it teams play up when they play us? Like South Sudan?
I'm sure they do. Yeah, they have to, right? I mean,
you have to, or you get blown out. I guess
you have to. But
are teams still scared to play us, or you think?
Nah, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
You're right.
No, they as good as they looked against Brazil, it was just turned around in this game, and they barely held on. Hey, you got to come to play Saturday, though.
So, what do you think? What's the? I don't want to give a spread or anything, but do they win? Do they win comfortably? Does France win? Does France win comfortably? Let's put it that way.
France
Those are 4
is
choices.
obviously playing well.
They're big.
Fournier's playing well, but the thing with Fournier, though, I mean, his defense is,
Yes.
I don't know who he's going to guard, but whoever he's guarding might go off on Fournier.
Guard Tatum, apparently.
Guard Tatum, and put Holiday on Fournier and lock him down, or put White on him.
Yeah. Fournier always plays well in the cups and the World Championship.
Yeah.
He's an international player. There's some guys that are just way better international than they are in the NBA. And he wasn't a bum in the NBA. I mean, he had some serviceable. Was he with the Knicks?
He was with the Knicks 2 years. I think the first year he played a lot, scored, and then the second year, I think that's when Thibodeau's had enough of that because he didn't play defense.
No D. Yeah.
You got to play defense under Thibodeau, right? So,
but think about it. If you're going to have a team like France, if you're going to have perimeter defenders that don't defend, your cleanup squad is pretty good with Wemby and and what's his name?
And I forget the kid's name. You're right.
Defensive player of the year. We can't remember his name.
Yeah, Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good cleanup crew.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be weak in a defensive spot, you can be weak there because the bigs are pretty freaking good. It's that's Saturday. I think the women. Are the women in, or women are cruising? I mean,
they're playing very
they're crushing.
well. Yeah,
don't take your foot off the gas, and I think
right.
we got to do that as we can. Girls were just asking about Kelsey Plum, like, "Hey, what's up with Kelsey?" I'm like, "She's at the Olympics. She's busy. She's not worried about CSN women's basketball." Which she's been in contact a few times, and hopefully we can still get that deal done and outfit these young ladies with some underarm, the Kelsey Plums. But no, take care of business, Kelsey. Don't worry about us. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, right. So you stand still here.
And then let's see what other recent swimming. I think we did okay. I haven't really. I've watched just minimal. There's a guy from Cuba, a wrestler that wrestled and then put his sneakers off and retired. Really, just
I
some
missed
really
that.
good
Wow,
stories,
okay.
man.
Very
Seems
good.
like
Okay.
seems like that's just what the Olympics is,
Yeah.
man. It's just really
Oh.
good stories, like the American that won the
Absolutely.
steeplechase, and
Yeah.
just
yeah.
man, just some good stuff. So this is the closing weekend, right?
The 11th, right? Yeah.
The 11th,
Yeah.
yeah. Today's the 8th, so 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so closing ceremonies
Sunday.
this weekend.
Yeah.
I think U.S., as always, is pretty strong in the medal count. The gold count is a little bit closer. I think we maybe are going to separate a little bit with China.
Yeah.
But the overall count is not close.
No,
U.S. is just
no,
running
yeah.
away with it.
Yeah.
So it's been a good Olympics, and we are rooting you on, men and women's basketball, all programs. We're looking. Karch Kilrai has the women's volleyball team in the gold medal game again, which is phenomenal. Karch Kilrai is one of my favorite. He's probably my favorite athlete / coach of all time
Okay.
for me, just because I'm a big volleyball guy. As an athlete, he's so decorated as a college athlete, as a beach volleyball
Yeah.
player, as an indoor Olympian, and now as a coach, he's just done phenomenal thing with the
Yeah,
women's.
yeah.
Karch is, man, I got to see him play live on Cape Cod, and he's probably one of my top athlete coaches of all time.
Very good.
Just
Yeah.
amazing player, amazing coach, and all the things. All right, you ready? Let's get into it. I got
do it.
I got a top 10 and I got a blind rank for you this week. Let me check our
right.
time. Make sure we're still recording. Oh, we got plenty of time. So here we go. Ready? We're going to do a top 10.
Okay.
This one is centers, NBA centers all time,
Okay.
and the category is the most triple doubles of a center.
Oh, wow.
So if you sit and think, I'm just going to give you a hint. Think of the best centers in the world and go from there. Let's see how you do.
Jeez, of all time triple doubles.
Yep.
That's all a tough one right there. Shoot, I don't know. Does is Jokic, is he considered a center?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right, let's go right there.
Where do you think he lands?
Of all time,
Yeah.
top 5.
He's number 1.
Already, yeah, number 1 already.
He's number
yeah.
1.
Number 1 already.
It's
yeah.
not even close.
Yeah.
He's got 130 triple
I didn't
doubles.
realize he had that many. Wow. Okay.
130 triple doubles.
Okay.
Put it this way, second place is 78.
Wow. Wow. Well, is Luca? What's Luca considered?
Nope,
No, he's
Luka's
not
a
considered a
guard.
center, right?
Yep.
Power forward. Okay.
Guard power forward. He does everything but the center.
Okay.
But again, think of some of the greats. Just knock them out.
Well, yeah. Now you can talk block shots, 2 and rebounds. What about Bill Russell?
Bill Russell is number 5,
Yeah.
and he has 17. Just think about that. 130, 17. 130 is just mind-boggling.
Okay.
And it's not because he's such a great passer.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
going to score 10 points every single time he steps on the court.
Yeah.
He's going to most likely grab 10 rebounds every time he
Yeah,
plays,
oh,
but
yeah.
he passes the ball so well. I'm going
Absolutely.
to keep going back to that. I'm just 130, and he hasn't even.
Oh, he's not
I don't even
done
know if he's in
yet.
his prime.
Yeah.
There's his bobblehead right there.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, you got to. Let's.
What about Jabbar?
Jabbar's number 4 with
Yeah.
21. See, there you go. We're getting some of the big boys out of the way.
About David Robinson.
David Robinson is on the list at number 7.
7. All
He
right.
has 14
Okay.
triple doubles.
All right.
There's the horn.
That's a wrap.
Keep going. You got a couple
No,
more.
I don't know if he's on.
Of all timers.
I'll wait on this guy. What about Duncan? Is Duncan considered to
No,
say
he's
he's the
power
power
forward.
forward?
Yep.
Okay, I know he played a little 5 here
Yep.
and there. But
There's 2 guys on here I don't know.
what about Shaq?
Shaq is not on here.
Not on there. Okay.
No, he was a scorer and a rebounder. Didn't pass much.
Well, I'm thinking block shots.
Block, yeah.
Couple of block shots
Good
on
question.
there. You know what I
Wonder how
mean?
many- the low tied for 10th is 9, so he has under 9. Shaq.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's that. What about Moses Malone? No.
Nope.
Nah.
Again, point, score, rebound. That man did not pass the ball.
Yeah,
And he wasn't really blocking shots.
He was great though, man.
Was he 6'10"?
If that.
If that,
Yeah,
6'9",
he was
6'10".
great.
Rebounding
man.
machine.
He was great.
I would say you got 2 legends in here still, and 1 borderline. 2 names I've never heard of. I'm not even. I'm going to give you number 8, Alvin Adams.
I remember Elvin Adams. He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Elvin
He played
Adams.
for the Bucks.
Rockets.
Rockets.
You might be thinking of Bob Lanier for the Bucks.
Alvin Adams. I don't.
Oh, Elvin Adams. I'm thinking Elvin Hayes, but Elvin Adams played for the Suns. Elvin Adams is not a Hall of Famer. That's Elvin Hayes. You're thinking of you said
Adams.
Elvin Adams. I think he played for the Suns. Yeah.
12. He had
I
12.
wouldn't have come up with Elvin Adams, but I
number
know who you're
8.
talking about.
And I'm going to give you
Yeah.
tied for number 10 is Sam Lacey.
Oh, Sam Lacey. He played for the Kings way back.
I have no recollection
I
of
think
this
he
man
played.
at all.
Might have been the Kansas City Kings back then.
And
or
he
whatever
had
that was.
he had 9. He's tied for 10.
Yeah.
The rest of them we're going to work with you on. Okay. One guy that's currently playing, young center,
Currently playing young center.
father of a phenomenal. son
Son.
of a phenomenal European player and / NBA player.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Arvinas Sabonis.
Yep, his son Demontis is number 3
I mean,
on the list.
Demontis. Yep.
He's at 35.
And he's already there. He's only been in the league a few years.
I know. He's
Yeah.
at 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Let me think of some old time centers.
I
The
mean,
big guys, centers.
Who's a center from back in the day that could probably still play in today's game? Like legit. Size,
I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, of course, but
jumping ability. Probably half of his probably were blocks.
yeah. Okay.
He probably has more quadruple doubles than the rest of this list.
What about Akeem Olajuwon?
He was on there. That's not who I was talking about, but
Okay.
he's 6th
Akeem
with
Olajuwon.
14 because he did pass the ball pretty well and had a couple of
Olajuwon
blocks.
was great. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed the ball out of the post pretty well. Akeem was 6, so we're down to 3 left.
Is that
Boy, and you're missing number 2.
Am I right?
One of the best centers, old school centers of all time.
It's not my guy Willis Reed, is it? Nah.
When you think Bill Russell, who was his arch rival?
Bill Russell's arch rival. Why am I drawing a blank? Back then, I'm gonna throw one out though. Not his arch rival. What about the A Train, Artis Gilmore?
Nope, that's
No.
a great guess.
Yeah. No.
Great
Okay.
guess.
Bill Russell. Who did he match up against?
Initials are WC.
WC.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be pissed you missed this. Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, Will Chamberlain. Yeah, you're right. How could I forget about the stilt? Yeah.
Wilt the Stilt.
You're right.
78. Like I said, he had probably more
The
quadruple
blocks, yeah.
doubles than
Yeah.
some games. He'd have like 20 blocks.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's-
Like
yeah,
insane
crazy.
numbers.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a hint with number 9.
Okay.
Here's your hint.
Oh, Dikembe.
Dikembe.
Mutombo.
Mutombo had
That had to
10.
be blocks too, right?
Yeah, he had 10. And then your last one is tied for 10th.
Let me think here.
He does not play in the league. He currently plays overseas. Played at the University of Kentucky. Won a championship with Golden State.
He's overseas.
Center. Yep, plays overseas. Plays in Asia right now.
Too many
Wants
guys.
to get back in the league bad. Lives here in Vegas.
Oh shoot! Too many guys going through my head.
Think of the centers for the Warriors. All right, so it's not Andrew Bogut.
No. I'm drawing a blank
He
there.
might lead the league in technical fouls.
He was a center.
Yeah,
He's overseas now.
yeah.
Drawing a blank.
Ready?
Yeah.
Boogie Cousins.
Oh, Boogie Cousins.
DeMarcus.
Oh, I didn't realize he lived out here.
Yeah, he lives
Okay.
in Vegas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He had 9, so that's your list. Jokic 130, Wilt 78, Sabonis 35, Kareem 21, Bill Russell 17, Hakeem 14, David Robinson 14, Alvin Adams 12,
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo 10, Sam Lacey 9, and Boogie Cousins 9.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
wouldn't-
top 10.
Adams and Lacey. I remember those guys, but I didn't think they were
Yeah.
top of the list like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Wilt
pretty
the-
interesting.
Wilt the Stilt. How
I'm
could I
still
forget him?
blown away how many Jokic has, and he's probably going to finish with another 130. I mean, he's going to have 260 when he's
Oh,
like
he's
that.
got a lot of years to go. Yeah.
That distance is going to be bananas.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, Sabonis is the
Oh,
only other person playing.
Sabonis has got a lot of years left too.
35. He's
Yeah.
only been in the league probably 6 years,
Yeah.
some 7
Yeah.
years, 6, 7 years.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
How many 3-pointers do you think Draymond Green has in his career?
In his career.
Yeah, just throw out a guess. This is an odd one.
5.
He has 650.
Does he really?
Yes.
See, I just don't. I never really paid attention to Draymond Green. I got to be honest with you.
650 threes.
I mean, I watched the Warriors, but I just never paid attention to him.
I'm going to blow your mind. Guess how many threes Larry Bird has in his career?
600.
649.
649, same thing. Right, I knew you were going to say
Draymond
that.
Green has one more three-pointer
Yeah.
than Larry Bird.
Yeah. Yep.
Make that make sense.
Yeah. But we're not comparing Draymond Green to Bird, just like we're not comparing
Absolutely
this year's
not.
Olympic team to the Dream Team.
I'm just stating facts here. That Draymond Green has one more made three-pointer than
Yeah.
Larry Bird. Now, I'm sure Larry's career, a bulk of it must have been, was it before the three-point line? No.
No, he was all three-point
was all
line.
three-point line.
He was all three-point
Think
line.
about
I believe, yeah.
Draymond Green has one more three than him.
Well, Larry shot a lot of mid-range. He was a mid-range shooter. That was a lot of his game. And going to the hoop a little bit, too. I mean, he got his fair share of free throws up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Larry Legend. Yeah.
Larry Legend. Yeah, it's funny. You know, he's been out and about a little bit more lately. He was in hiding, not in hiding, but he wasn't he wasn't out and about much the last couple of years, but he has been lately. He's a character. I love watching those little clips of his trash talking and
He was
some
the
of
best.
some of the folks, you know, the guys he used to play against. I saw one, I think it was yesterday or the day before, the story of him and Chuck Person from
Indiana.
From Indiana. Man, what a cool story that was. And that was the tail end of Larry's career, but he did not back down from Person. Fed off it.
Larry
Chuck
backed
Person.
it up.
Larry always backed it up, right?
Well, you heard the story about Cornbread Maxwell, right? First practice after they drafted Larry Bird, and Cornbread Maxwell said, "Hey, this white boy can't play. Who's this white boy?"
Yeah.
After the first practice, they get back into the locker room. You know what Cedric Maxwell said? This white boy can play.
No,
you know what I mean? That's another
I've never
funny
heard that.
story. Yeah.
No, yeah.
He could play, man. And it's a shame why he's fallen down on a lot of people's list. It's a shame, but
you know,
Larry could play, man.
And I know we had this conversation a couple weeks ago about comparing the Dream Team to this team. And like I said, when I was in the grocery store, it came up again today. And I'm like, you know what? I can compare them, but you can't compare them. You just can't. You can and
Errors
you
are
can't.
tough.
You know, because one of the guys there was like, yeah, they had Larry Bird. Larry Bird played 6 minutes a game for the Dream Team.
Yeah.
His back was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're taking that team and playing this team, Magic was old, had retired. Magic was retired.
Yeah.
Like, think about some of the older guys. Like, Stockton is not going to stay with Steph Curry. Like, and I know we did the opposite and compared them, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, you can't compare them because it's like comparing Jordan to LeBron. Could LeBron have played then? Could Jordan have played now? You can't do that. You just
it's
can't.
tough.
It's just a different world.
Game's different too.
And you know, and I was just talking to our athletic director, Yvonne Wade, because she
Yeah.
ran in 2 Olympics and she's, you know, Hall of Famer at University of Colorado for track and field. And her husband is amazing, Larry Wade. And I saw another fact about, I think it was 1988. I want to say, I could be wrong with the year. Carl Lewis just owned track and field for so many years. Sprints, 4x1s, 4x2s, long jump. He owned he was track and field.
Yeah.
And his gold medal winning sprint in the 100 would have been last place nowadays.
Yeah.
And in this year's race, he would have been in last place. And it's, again, not just advancements in technology and, you know, training apparatuses and training, you know, the medical and chemical side of all this stuff and how to get better. But you can't compare Carl Lewis to then because to now.
It's tough.
You know, it's just.
The errors are tough to compare.
Yeah, they are tough to compare.
Sports changes.
So I'm not saying by any means Draymond Green is a better shooter than Larry
No,
Bird.
Not even close.
But it's, you know what I'd like to see? You know what I would like to see? I'm going to look this up after the show. Is what Draymond's shooting percentage must be freaking high to have made 650. I mean, how many has he shot? You know, and I bet you his shooting percentage is probably pretty high. But I'm the same thing. Draymond's, you know, I guess if he plays for your team, you love him.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, you know, it's like Bill Lambier or
right.
Rick Mahorn or, you know.
Any of those guys like
any
that.
of those guys. It's, if he plays for you, you love him. It's
Dennis
Pat
Rodman.
Beverly. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do not want him anywhere. I don't want to play against him ever because he's such a pain in the butt, but I wouldn't mind him coming off my bench.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting one. What do we got? The Hall of Fame game was rained out.
Yep, they did not finish it.
Did not finish it.
Yeah.
I saw some people pretty upset with some sports books that the NFL is calling it a complete game, and in the records it shows 1 loss, 1 win, or something like that.
Oh, so they counted
But
a
some
victory.
sports books aren't paying it out.
No, you got to play a certain amount of minutes,
Some
and
amount of
they didn't reach the minutes
Is
that
that
were
what it
supposed to be
was?
reached.
Certain
Yeah,
amount of minutes. Yeah.
yeah,
Some pretty interesting stuff. There's, and you have a little bit of background, but there's the sports book, man. They got their rules,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna bend them.
No,
So it's
not at all.
either, I think it is a 55-minute game.
Yeah.
I think that's what the minimum was. Speaking of hotels, we were talking about the Red Rock.
Yeah.
Had a little altercation this past week. Was it 2 stabbed, 1 shot?
something like that. Yeah, I think the security guard did the shooting.
Is that right?
I think he shot the.
The assailant, the knife wielding.
Yeah,
Unprovoked is from what I understand.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details, but the Red Rock is our spot.
Yeah,
We were there last night. Julie and I were there last
Yeah.
night. I mean, right in front of the noodle, the cafe and the noodle spot.
Yeah.
It's it's tricky. It's you sprinkle a little alcohol with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It can be a tricky time when you're out in public, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think it happened inside the casino. I think, right?
It did.
By the
Yeah,
machines
yeah.
or something.
It did,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
it's nuts, man.
Yep, it did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What's the craziest thing you've seen in a casino go down?
Well, you see fights all the time. Fights at the bar.
Do you see with your current schedule? Do you see less of that day shift?
I do. We're a lot slower now too. That's one reason
Sure.
why. But
Yeah.
yeah. I got off of the night shift,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to be around that anymore. Well, not that I got off it, but the day shift became available, so I took it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can avoid being on the night shift, I hope I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with the nightlife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I
sure.
can help it, who knows? You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, there's always this crazy stuff going on. There's some stuff I can't say that I've seen going on.
Listen,
you know
my
what I
mind
mean?
is going bananas because I
Yeah,
worked in the casinos for quite a few years.
Yeah,
and,
there's-
I worked at comedy clubs and
Yeah,
pools and restaurants and all that stuff. But I got one I got to share,
yeah,
and I'm obviously going to withhold the name. So let's see. I'm working at the Mirage. Rest in peace, Mirage.
Yeah.
Is officially closed now.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Hard Rock, right?
yeah. Yep.
Which is crazy because the Hard Rock used to be,
yeah.
crazy. It
is.
the evolution of it all. But
Different owners, but yeah.
anyway, so I was at the
Yeah.
Mirage, and I was working. I think at the time, right before this, I was working at the buffet. I was one of the managers of the buffet. One of the best jobs in the world.
Right.
I love buffets. Cravings was the name of it. One of the best buffets in the city, hands down. That's when everybody had a buffet. Cravings was it. We had a sports bar in the
Yeah.
buffet. You could pay us, $25 and unlimited drinks. So you could go in with your buddies on a Sunday morning, pay your, $30 buffet and pay a $25 all you can drink and sit there all day and
Yeah.
eat and drink all you want. There was no time limits. There was no nothing.
It was all day.
It was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
So I can't remember why, but I got moved. I think, it was a graveyard position had opened up over at Carnegie Deli.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready I took that graveyard position. So I got this staff. So about 11 o'clock is when the swing shift switches over to grave.
Yeah.
So I come in as a manager. I come in at the end of the swing shift. So I get to know the whole staff and all the servers. And there's this one guy, again, I won't use his name. And he was a server, really good guy, good server, never any problems. But when he was done working, he'd go play. And some places allow it, some don't.
Yeah.
Some you got to go play somewhere else. Some places didn't care. And some people, even if that was the rule, they would either do it or don't. So anyway, this particular guy would play every now and then after. And he'd sometimes play, deep into the morning, like 3 a.m. He got off at 11. He's still playing at 3. And I'm like, oh, buddy, go home. I don't tell you what to do, but whatever. Fast forward now a couple months. I move over to the Monte Carlo,
Okay.
working with my friend Tanisha at the pool.
Yep.
So, not working at the Mirage anymore, not working at Carnegie Deli. I come in the morning, 7 in the morning. I think the pool opens 7:30, whatever. I get there, and I'm walking in, and security guards that I know, the security guards like, hey, you might want to come check this out. Something's going down at the pool. I'm like, what the heck's going down at the pool? And for those of you who don't know, the Monte Carlo had a wave pool. We had a lazy river, big wave pool, just like the Mandalay Bay, a little bit smaller, but a big wave pool. So we go out there, and there's already 10, 20 security guards out there. And there's a guy in the wave pool, and the pool's not open. And he's in a full-blown outfit, tuxedo type outfit, which is what they wore at Carnegie Deli.
Yep.
So I'm getting closer. I'm like, oh, what is this banana head doing? Get out. Nope, not getting out. You know, security guards don't want to get in. They're trying to fish him out with the pole. And he's like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Guy starts taking his clothes off. Now he's skinny dipping. And everybody's going, oh, what are we going to do? Like, they're talking about draining the wave pool. Nobody wanted to go in.
No.
So I'm like, this is bananas. Now we're supposed to be open. We're holding people back. They're about to the point where they're going to send somebody in. And I get up and I get a little closer. It's the
That's your
guy
guy. Yeah.
from Carnegie Deli. And I went, oh. And I said his name out loud. And he turned around like, who knows my name? And I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, Savage? I'm like, get out.
Yeah.
He was like, immediately out. As soon as I was like, get out. And he walked out. Freaking guy. Not even the same. How'd you end up at the casino I'm at? Decides to go for a swim and then turned it into a skinny dip.
That's
so
right.
yeah, you see a little bit of everything
That's
in
right.
Vegas, and the more I think about it, the more stories I got. But that's probably
yeah.
for a whole nother podcast.
Oh,
I'm not even
out.
talking about another episode.
Yeah.
I'm talking about not on the doo-doo and foo-foo and hoo-hoo. We're not doing that here. But man, I'll tell you, just like you working in the casino for so many years, it's there's some crazy stories. But yeah, that was a treat, that one. All right, you ready? We're gonna do a blind rank.
Okay.
All right, so remember what blind ranking is.
Yes.
Is we're going to go 1 through 10.
Yep.
You got to put them where you don't know who's coming after you,
Yep.
after this person. So this is going to be an interesting one. You too can play at home live if you're watching this. But
Top 10?
Yeah, top 10. So this one is GOATs, greatest of all times.
Any sport, just
And I'm going to give you a name.
or of anything. Okay.
These are all GOATs. There's
Okay.
a couple in here
Yep.
that I guess, well, I'm going to let you put them where you want.
Okay.
GOATs, greatest of all times. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
We're starting big with Babe Ruth. Where does Babe Ruth go on a scale of 1 to 10 without knowing what GOATs come next?
Okay. 2.
Okay. Babe Ruth is number 2.
Oh boy.
That's a good one. And I'll remind you as we start adding them here. Check our time. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
Ooh, 3.
Oh boy, he's loading up early. Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, 4.
Oh. Tiger Woods.
7.
7, Tiger. Novak Djokovic.
8.
Michael Jordan. Let me know if you need a recap.
Oh man. Shoot. 5.
5, Jordan at 5. Oh. Michael Phelps.
10.
Ooh, that was a quick one. Yeah. That was a quick one. Tom Brady.
6.
Oh, that's the New York in him.
No.
All right, you only got 2 left. Serena Williams.
9.
Your number one GOAT of all time is Messi.
Messi, yeah, there you go.
Ready? Let's get the recap.
There you go.
Messi, number one, greatest of all time in any sport. Babe Ruth, number 2, Ali, 3, Wayne Gretzky, 4, Jordan, 5, Tom Brady, 6, Tiger, 7, Novak Djokovic, 8, Serena Williams, 9, Michael Phelps, 10. You got two switches, two changes you can make.
You're going
Let's
to
hear
put
it.
Jordan 1.
Jordan 1.
And
But you could have put Jordan
No, but I'll
1.
tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Because you thought somebody was
Yeah,
coming that
I
didn't
thought somebody
come.
was coming, correct.
Jordan 1.
Jordan 1.
We'll move Messi to 5.
Oh, yeah, Messi to 5. Well, I get 2 moves?
Yeah, we got one more move.
Oh, put Brady ahead of Messi.
So Brady 5.
Yeah, Brady's got to go ahead of Messi, yeah.
Messi. Now, who'd you think was coming?
Jim Brown. Because we've talked about him in the past.
Jim
That's
Brown.
what, and me being a Syracuse guy and him being,
You
right
thought
up-
you saw he was going to be number
well,
one.
and him being up there in football of all time anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I knew Brady was coming.
So here's the interesting thing about
Yeah.
this is I didn't make this list, right?
Okay.
I saw this on a video on social media.
Okay.
John Jones was on the list originally.
The
MMA.
MMA,
But
yeah.
I switched him out with Serena
Okay.
because Serena Williams is pretty freaking good.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're right. I should have had another football player in there,
Yeah.
but I don't. Who's the GOAT? Football.
Football, Jim Brown.
Jim Brown is the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
I mean, is that a Syracuse?
No, he's the GOAT. Who's better than Jim Brown?
I've never heard Jim Brown as a GOAT.
Yeah, Brady's. You got Brady on there. That's good. Brady's on
Jim
there.
Brown.
Yeah,
I mean, Jim Brown is
yeah.
a special player.
But
I hear, who do you hear? You hear Montana. You
yeah,
hear-
Montana. What about Lawrence Taylor on the defensive end? Anyways,
LT.
on the defensive end. Yeah.
Interesting. So you thought, okay.
You know-
yeah, no, I saw this list and I saw the guy, and let me tell you, blind ranking's so difficult. That's why you got to give him a couple of redos, right?
It's funny you mentioned Serena Williams. Remember when we did a GOAT of all time of each sport, first one that came off the top of your
Yeah.
head, and I said Chris Everett? That was another one.
Yeah.
We've talked about how we go home later or later on in the day.
Of course.
Serena Williams came to my mind later.
Yeah.
You know how that goes, just off the cusp. But,
Well,
yeah.
even Tiger Woods, it's
Yeah.
there's so many guys. Arnold Palmer. There's
Yeah, oh, yeah.
there
yeah.
the Golden Bear.
Yeah.
There's so many people that you could pick. So
Yeah.
I the only one I changed was John Jones because it's funny
Yeah.
that when they were doing it with this one guy who made his list, they said John Jones. And he's like, who the heck is that? 10. Like, I don't even know who he is. So I'm like, I know Mike knows MMA, but
Yeah.
and everybody, he's pretty much a consensus, best of all time MMA. But I was like, let me drop
John
that.
Jones' brother, I believe Chandler Jones, played out here for the Raiders. So
Oh,
Syracuse,
interesting.
but yeah, I think he played for the Cardinals also. He got himself in a little bit of hot water, but,
Yeah.
but
Should
yeah.
I have had Carmelo on that list?
No,
All
I
right.
can't be too biased on that. No,
I'm just testing your orange.
I can't be too
I mean,
biased
look,
on
you
that.
got orange here on your
Yeah.
Gatorade caps. Yeah, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
If you can, I mean, so many of them are so close. Jordan, Babe Ruth, Ali, Wayne, Gretzky. I mean, come on,
Ali.
Wayne Gretzky,
Ali.
Tiger. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many great. You went quick with Phelps though. That was surprising.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story about him off air.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, see now you're
Yeah, but I still put him
decision-making-
there. I'm glad I did put him there. I don't know. Maybe ahead of who you put him ahead of? Serena, Messi, maybe. I don't know. Who did I put for 8?
Jokovic. I mean, Jokic.
Joker.
No, not Nikolai, the tennis player.
Tennis player. Yeah. But
Novak Djokovic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Solid.
there's some questions as if he's the GOAT of tennis. Like,
Right. Oh, yeah.
there's people that
Yeah.
would say other people as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the blind rankings are kind of fun.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Well, it's an odd night. Like I said, there was so much going on. I didn't have a whole bunch, but those were two
Yeah,
good
it's all
ones.
good.
Top triple doubles centers of all time.
Yeah.
We learned a little something that the Joker is no joke when it
Yeah.
comes to triple doubles. And
I still can't
Yeah.
believe I forgot Chamberlain.
Chamberlain
But
got
that's but that's the thing when we go off the cuffs, you try to
you
think
don't
quick.
know. Yeah, you got to
It's
go.
great,
You
though,
got to
though.
go.
Love it.
So what do we got coming up this week? We've got the end of the Olympics. Football preseason's coming up.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little bit more off in the games. We have here at CSN. Got a couple more weeks till school starts, a couple more open gyms.
Yeah.
Excited for to see what the season brings this year. It's going to be fun to be able to do the show during the season. I don't know how it's
Yeah.
going to work, but
We'll
it'll be
figure it
cool.
out.
And we are
Yeah.
so close to activating that third mic. I have probably like 10 or 15 people that have said
Good.
want to do it,
Good,
excited
yeah.
to do it, and we'll get them in and start the roll. So there we go.
Yeah.
We're at 45 minutes.
Yep.
I'm going to call it on that.
Yeah.
So thank you out in TV land and internet world for tuning in, and hopefully everything recorded.
Yeah.
And
We'll find
we're
out.
going to see you. Listen, there's a lot of 21s that we can name for next year.
Yeah.
A lot.
One came to head already for.
Oh, so many.
We'll say that next
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
but,
yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm
Yes.
Doodoo Savage, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
See you.